Hi there, this is Elaine. Today's story is called Isla and the Worry Tree. So before I begin with the story, how about we start with you getting really, really comfortable? So move your legs and arms around, get them in just the right position. Fluff up your pillow, make sure your neck's supported. And pull up the covers if it's cold, or maybe you have just a sheet if it's hot. But whatever you have to do, make sure that you're really, really comfortable. So the story today is to help relax and calm your mind, but also to help you deal with some of those things that are worrying you. Maybe the things you feel a little bit anxious about or scared about. And of course, in the end, it's all about helping you to sleep. So to start with, I always help you to breathe a little deeper and longer than normal. So why don't we try this? And I want you to follow my lead. So what we do is we breathe in through the nose like this. We hold it for a moment and then breathe out like this through the mouth. Okay, do it with me again. Breathe in through the nose. Hold, out through the mouth. One more time. Breathe in through the nose. Hold, out through the mouth. Now, why don't you do it a couple of times all by yourself and see how well you can do it? So I'll go quiet for a moment while you do that. You're doing really well. And I wonder if you notice, do you feel a little bit more relaxed and calm after doing that breathing exercise? Now at this stage you might want to just let your eyes close. Because what we're going to do now is tap into that amazing imagination of yours. And don't worry if you fall asleep before the end of this session. That's perfectly fine, because you can listen again another time. There was a little girl called Isla. Now, Isla was a special little girl in that she was kind, caring, loving, and she loved more than anything to dance. But Isla had one little problem. She worried a lot about things, you see. She was scared of some things, and some other things just made her feel anxious. Sometimes it got so bad that she could not even dance. And because dancing was the thing she liked to do the most, that made her very sad. One evening, Isla was sitting outside her house, watching the stars in the night sky. She liked to do this. But on this night she noticed how shiny and bright the stars were and how they seemed to light up the night sky. She loved looking up into the vast, inky blue sky. But on this night there was something a little different. Out of the corner of her eye she notices a much larger star, which she watches moving over to just about the top of her head. It's a much bigger and brighter star. And there's something about this star that feels good. She can't stop looking at it. Very soon she notices that this star is filled with a bright golden light. And that this light is glowing so brightly, it almost hurts Isla's eyes to look at it. She could feel it. This light was so calming. She felt her body relax. Without looking at it, she can feel the star opening and this golden light moving down very gently through the top of her head. She feels it spreading into her face, this gentle glow. Without looking at it, she can feel the star open and this golden light moving down very gently through the top of her head, spreading into her face. This glow, this calming light, helping all of her facial features relax, her eyes, her cheeks, her nose, mouth, chin, all relaxing and letting go. This is so good, Isla thinks to herself. She then feels this golden light, this glow moving down through her neck, spreading into her shoulders, then slowly moving into her chest, body, hips. And then she feels the glow moving into her legs, and it feels so good. Spreading down into her feet and then out through the tips of her toes. She looks down and sees this beautiful golden glow now in her arms, moving down into her hands and out through the tips of her fingers. Isla feels so good. So safe. So protected. fact, she hasn't felt this good in a long, long time. And she just knows that any time she needs to feel calm and relaxed again, all she has to do is use her imagination and imagine this star and its wonderful golden glow and how it feels when it fills her body. Isla gets up and starts to move down the path at the side of her house. She's feeling so good after this warm golden glow of the star, but she's moving down towards a special garden at the bottom of the path. But on the way, she sees a tree right in front of her. This is a tree she's never seen before. She can tell by the size and the shape of this tree that it's a very, very old tree. And she walks around it, and she notices that there's a hole in the trunk. She looks inside and she notices a number of pieces of paper and pens and pencils and tacks and pins and string. She takes them all out and puts them on the ground. And as she looks at them, the old tree starts to move. And she sees a face in the trunk of a very old but kind-looking person. "Hey, Isla," says the voice in the tree. "I am here today to help you, to get rid of anything that worries you." "Oh," says Isla, "hello, Mr. Tree. I was wondering what I should do with this paper and all those pens and pins." "Well, you will only be able to see me when you are ready to let go of the things that bother you. Problems that you're ready to let go of. The worries, the things that scare you, the things that you have decided you don't need or don't want anymore. I will help you anytime you need me." Isla sat and just listened to the old tree. She knew he was very wise, and she so wanted to believe that he could help her. "So this is what you do," said the tree. "You write down or draw what it is you want to let go of today on the paper, and then you pin or tie it to the tree. Then the rain will come and wash the paper. The sun will come out and dry the paper. And soon the words or drawings will disappear. And take with it all the problems or worries. And every time you come to see me, you can do this," said the tree. "So sit down, take a pen or pencil, and get to work." Isla sat down and started to write down all the things she was worried about. and one by one she pinned the pieces of paper onto the tree. She told the tree that she was finished. And he said, "When you're done, Isla, you can go through the gate into your special garden." Remember, this is your garden. No one else can go there unless you say it's okay. You can invite anyone you want, but they need your permission to go into this garden. Now on this day, Isla decided that this time she wanted to go into the garden by herself. That the next time she might invite her best friend or someone else. As she squeezed open the gate, a wondrous sight awaited her. The colours in this garden were so much brighter and more vivid than any garden she had ever seen. The flowers were the rich colours of the rainbow, and the grass and bushes were the most vivid colour of green. She'd never seen the sky as blue as in this garden. But the most important thing was that Isla felt safe. She felt secure, she felt confident and really good about herself. The walls were high and she felt protected as she walked around the paths. Eventually she finds a little crystal clear pool. Next to it was a little wooden bench, and so she sat down and noticed some silverfish swimming around in the pool. She looked up and noticed some beautiful coloured birds chirping in the trees. The sun was shining. She could feel its warm rays on her skin. Not too hot, not too cold. It was just perfect. She was just so happy to be on her own in this special garden. Maybe the fact that she had got rid of all those things that were bothering her, and that the worry tree had helped her to feel so good. Maybe that was it. But Isla knew that any time she needed to be by herself, or she needed to go to a place where she could totally relax, where she felt calm and safe, her special garden always is there in her mind. And after a while, she decides it's time to go home. So Isla has one last look at this special place. and moves along the path towards the gate. As she passes through the gate, she notices the worry tree and that some of the pieces of paper she pinned on the tree have already fallen to the ground, and the words are faded. She feels really good and continues walking towards her house. She sees the lights coming from the windows. She hears the laughter of her family. And she's starting to feel very tired and is ready for a big sleep. It's not long before she finds her room and her bed, and soon, very soon, she's under the covers, snug, cozy. And feeling just wonderful. So calm, so relaxed, so happy. She can feel herself drifting into a nice, easy sleep now. So sleepy now. So deep. Night night.